What is going on, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. Actually, this is like essentially the first episode, I guess you could mark it. The first album that I'm gonna talk about is the release from Shylow. This came out 2/21/25 was the release date of this year. I can say from the jump, this is an absolutely phenomenal album. I'll try to put the links in there. I believe it's available on his own page. You can get it from iTunes. I think it's on YouTube Music, and it's streaming on various platforms. I don't see it on Bandcamp, but it was released February 21st of this year. Shylow with the Contingency Plan, and from the jump, I'll just tell you, this is a phenomenal hip hop album. This album is one of my top right now. I think it has probably the highest score. I think there's one other album that might be tied with it, but just to kind of preface, I kind of do it off a mic system, but this mic system isn't like anything like the Source. It's essentially 1 through 5 mics. One mic doesn't mean it's a bad album. It just means it's not as good as the 5 mic. Generally, if there's anything that's not very good, I'm not really going to listen to, nor am I going to really waste time to even review it. So, but this one right here, this is a straight 4.5 mics off the top. One of my favorite albums all year. I think there's one other album on my list that might be tied, but we'll get into that album here at another point, hopefully within the day. But this is for Shylow, the Contingency Plan. And this album is straight up just 14 tracks of just straight up boom bap hip hop. So let's get into it. It starts off with an intro. The Contingency Plan is basically, I think, about a minute and a half of just an intro. And then from there, I'm really just going to skip into my favorite tracks on this album. But the first one to come up is Bloodlust. Just a dope hip hop record. It's just a straightforward boom bap hip hop track, just like this whole album is. The next one is Your Time's Up. This features really dope cuts. I mean, when you have a dope beat, a dope lyricist, and you mix some DJs and some mixing and some cuts, I'm already hooked. And this is one of a few tracks that do that. And so Your Time's Up is very dope, and I believe that is a track that there is a video for it, I believe, and I'll see if I can put the link, but there is a video for that on YouTube, so you can watch that video. My next favorite track is Daily Affirmation. That also features cuts. So again, it's you put an album, you throw cuts on there, I'm probably going to get hooked off the top. But it's another superior track. From there, it's DNA, which also features cuts. Another just absolutely dope boom bap in your face, just straight up hip hop. Which is pretty much what you get for the entirety of this album. It's what you get for the entirety of this album. It's just 14 tracks minus the interlude or the intro there. The next one is I'm the Motherfucking Man, which features Skangsta Rap Martyr. This also has cuts on it as well. Skanks is a really dope artist. If you haven't heard him, he has a pretty extensive discography as well. A lot of his releases, if not all of them, you can actually find on Bandcamp. And if you look through if you do were to look through my purchases on Bandcamp, you'll come across some of his albums. The next one is the Fam Jam. This one also has cuts. So I mean, if you can kind of see it already, pretty much every track that I've enjoyed has the elements of lyricism, beats, cuts. Another in your face, just really dope hip hop track. And then that leads into the last track, which is Problem Solvers, which again, yep, you guessed it, it has cuts as well. But yeah, man, this was just a superb listening experience, just a super dope record. It is, like I said, it's probably in my top 2. I think there's one other album, which I'm going to send that review up here shortly. I think I give it the same, but this has the 4.5 mics, so just an absolutely dope record, just shy of the fucking highest standard that I would put on a record. But yeah, Shylow, the Contingency Plan, I highly recommend you go out. Like I said, if you want to, you can go to Spotify, you can go to, I think, YouTube Music, and you could stream it. iTunes has it. It's kind of a weird dollar amount. It's like $13.86 on iTunes or something like that. I believe his page has it for $20 if you want to buy it straight from him. I'm not sure if there's any physicals of the album. I haven't seen any physicals yet. But nonetheless, not just subscribe to this channel, but I recommend you go out and you stream or purchase Shylow's The Contingency Plan, and do it now. And if you're a fan like I am of the hip hop boom bap style, this album is definitely for you. All right, so more to come with the Boom Bap Historian. Let's get it. All right, I'm out.